Grace and peace to you. I am Dr. Leroy Gilbert, Professor of Practical Theology at Regent University School of Divinity. My Holy Week meditation is on Good Friday. The question many people ask about Good Friday is, why is the day of Jesus' crucifixion called Good Friday? Well, it is paradoxical, because what appears to be defeat is actually victory. On the surface, we see suffering, rejection, and death, but in reality, God is accomplishing redemption, reconciliation, and salvation. It is the day when the ultimate tragedy is transformed into the ultimate triumph. Humanity crucifies the Son of God, yet through that very act, God secures humanity's redemption. In this divine reversal, what appears to be an absolute loss becomes the sole catalyst for eternal gain. Good Friday is a paradox because strength is revealed through weakness. Jesus does not conquer by force, but by surrender. He does not save by taking life, but by laying down his own. The cross redefines power, not as domination, but as sacrificial love. It is a paradox because God seems silent, yet he is the most active. As darkness covers the land and Christ cries out, it appears that God is absent. Yet in that very moment, God is working most deeply, bearing sin, satisfying justice, and opening the way for humanity to come near. Good Friday is a paradox because death becomes the doorway to life. The cross, an instrument of execution, becomes the instrument of salvation. The place of shame becomes the place of glory. And perhaps most profoundly, it is a paradox because God uses suffering to bring about redemption. What the world intends for evil, God transforms for good. So we call it Good Friday, not because of what we see at first glance, but because of what God is doing beneath the surface. At the cross, sorrow and hope meet. Justice and mercy embrace. Death gives way to life. Now, for those experiencing a season of suffering, Good Friday means that you are not alone. God has entered your pain. It means that your suffering is not meaningless because Christ has walked that path before you and redeemed it. It means that even when God feels silent, he is still at work. And it means that what feels like an ending is not the final word. Because on the other side of the cross, resurrection is coming. Good Friday is not good because it is easy. It is good because through suffering, God brought salvation. Through death, he brought life. Through the cross, he opened the way home. And so today, we do not turn away from the cross. We draw near. Because at the cross, we discover this truth. God has not abandoned us. God has entered our suffering. And through Christ, God is redeeming all things. Amen.